Rakia. By the end of this, he's gonna be talking in Bulgarian.
That's gonna happen.
Doing good.
Sofia.
First thing to do in a lost situation, panic.
The Rila Mountains.
When you go somewhere, you're like, am I a potato?
Samoko.
Yes, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, rub it.
Varna.
And that's the reason you're like,
Wikipedia!
you know the significance of that? I don't, and I can voice over it.
Sinaya. It's called the horse's feedback. Chisinau. And a short minibus ride later, Transnistria! Kind of, almost.
Oh, the 4 guys? Okay. They're saying. Just so people at home know, he's the only Russian speaker among us, so he doesn't do it.
Ricky travels the road to Transnistria, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Transnistria! Boom! Chapter 8, Motherfreakin Transnistria, totally Tiraspol. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's rewind a bit. I boarded an early morning minibus from a piazza in central Chisinau. At the border between Moldova and Transnistria, the immigration authorities took me off the bus and tried to question me, but we had no language in common. However, on the ride I had met 2 other foreigners, Czechs, named Viteslav and Lubos, the latter of which spoke broken Russian. Thus, my transition into Transnistria was streamlined inasmuch as I didn't have to go through the questioning, but Lubos did, including answering questions about me that he didn't know the answers to.
What'd they say this time?
Question like in Istanbul, where are you from, what are you doing, why not Tiraspol, what is so interesting in Tiraspol? Yes, oh, no, Tiraspol isn't so nice city, no, I don't believe you. He was looking at your passport and he's green, I don't know, he has written these dates to his blog.
Really?
What is this?
They're,
These 2?
Georgia. It's Georgia.
And this one.
Admittedly, we had much more trouble going through the Moldovan checkpoint than the Transnistrian one, especially when they saw I had those Georgian visas. I assumed it was because Transnistria might be similar to South Ossetia and Abkhazia in Georgia, only because they are all Russian-related frozen conflict areas.
It doesn't look like a central bus station, this.
We got safely through to Tiraspol,
Today was a good day.
the capital of Transnistria. Without a worthwhile map, thank you Lonely Planet for providing a map drawn by someone who obviously never visited Tiraspol, off we wandered. You're only allowed in Transnistria for 24 hours at a time, unless you register with the police, which I didn't want to do. So I hurried on my way to get to know Tiraspol better. And I got to bond with
Viteslav
and
Lubos.
because we hadn't really gotten to talk much on the bus.
What's your impression so far of Tiraspol?
These statues or titles of communism are very crazy for me, because in our country there are no more these kind of titles.
It was awesome to get the viewpoint of someone who had grown up in a communist country and watched the fall of communism only to see it alive and well again right in Europe.
There's only 5 communist countries in the world nowadays, but I'm pretty sure if this were recognized as a country, it would be number 6. Interesting, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, I know.
We ambulated enthusiastically, picking up some Transnistrian beer and strolling the main thoroughfare, absorbing the ubiquitous communist slogans.
We're having a great time walking around Tiraspol. Right now we're trying to translate a couple Russian things. Got our translator right here. Trying to figure that one out. But he did get that over there it says, our power lies with Russia. That's pretty kick-ass. That's pretty tough. Now we're gonna go eat in a park. What do you think of the trip so far?
It's great, I like it.
Yeah?
It's really like an open-air museum, this.
Here's my second question. I really like the beer here. What do you think about it?
I don't know, I don't want to taste this beer of shit, which is not Czech. You should taste the Czech beer.
For all the warnings that I had received, Transnistria turned out to be a totally safe and super place. We shopped at their markets and ate in their cafes, but the most exciting part was discovering something we didn't expect to see at all.
Man, I'm no longer scared of Transnistria at all. It's like a beach resort to me. What? You don't believe me? Check this out. Did you guys expect that here? This kind of thing?
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing that in the nearby the city center.
It's rare you have that kind of stuff.
Tiraspol was full of surprises. According to the Czechs, it seemed unaffected from the fall of communism, though the scars from the war were quite visible. I wanted to experience more. I would make my way to Bender, a major city on the western side of the Dniester River, in the buffer zone, but de facto controlled by Transnistria.
Not bad. Apricot flavor.
Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion of Ricky Travels' The Road to Transnistria.